Alright, quick update on Bitcoin. This is bad news for the Bitcoin bulls. This bear market signal, which has only flashed 2 times before and called huge capitulations, is flashing for the 3rd time. Let's dive right into this. Now, while Bitcoin's MFI is going up, volume is going up, basically MFI heading up tells us that the markets are getting more and more overextended in terms of their liquidity. You can see MFI tops typically correlate to some pretty big tops in the markets for Bitcoin. We're seeing the Bitcoin NVT ratio, or the Bitcoin network value to transaction ratio, starting to top out again. If you're wondering how this is calculated, you can read it on the side here. It's very simple. It's the Bitcoin price divided by the Bitcoin trading volume denominated in US dollars. A high NVT ratio suggests that Bitcoin is overvalued, and NVT tends to go in the opposite direction of the Bitcoin price. So what is this signal and why is it flashing for the 3rd time? Well, like we just said, MFI is heading up. We're very overextended right now, and the network value to transaction ratio is overextended. Now, this has flashed a few times before, and there's 2 data points which I have omitted from this. Let me show you the 2 data points I've omitted first. So, first of all, the NVT did spike coming into 2020, and we did start to break down and it started to spike again, and then we saw the 2020 capitulation, which was a black swan event. So I personally have not included this black swan event, even though this does support my data, being that the NVT spiked and we had a massive capitulation. This was a black swan event, so I won't be counting it. And also, I like to use this indicator in bear markets to look at final capitulations, but you can see there was a time where this actually spiked at 50,000 just a few months before the top at 69,000. However, once again, this was coming in the bull market. I'm looking at these data points for the NVT that have flashed in bear markets. Once again, this was a spike in the NVT. We did have a sizable move down before a final move up, and then a meltdown to the downside in the bear market. Over here, NVT went up and we had a black swan event. So what I'm looking at here is where the NVT has topped out in bear markets. And you can see the NVT topped out for Bitcoin right here when it was priced at $400 in 2014. And then we proceeded to have an absolute meltdown down to about $200. You can see the next time that this flashed in was coming in just before the capitulation in 2018. If I zoom into these data points, you can see the NVT topped out right here when Bitcoin was trading just under $6,400. And then we proceeded to break down to $3,250. So basically, both times these have flashed before, they were preceded with a 50% drop in the market. And right now, the NVT, as of yesterday, came up to a new all-time high, indicative that according to the NVT ratio, the Bitcoin network is the most overextended it's ever been. These aren't my own words. I don't believe that the Bitcoin network is overextended in comparison to its fair value, but at least how the NVT is calculated, this is what the NVT says. The NVT says that the Bitcoin network is the most overvalued and overextended that it has been in prior years. Since the inception of this chart, when the NVT loaded back in April 2012. So that's really it. I just wanted to give you a quick update on this one terrifying signal for the Bitcoin bulls. Nonetheless, if you do want more of my TA just outside of this, if you're new to the channel, warm welcome. I've made a lot of Bitcoin TA videos in the past 24 hours, in the past week or so. We made a video from this about 24 hours ago talking about Bitcoin decoupling from the stock market. A few days ago, we looked at Bitcoin whales selling into historical resistance. Yesterday, we did a video on Bitcoin and the tether dominance. We've also been making videos on the S&P 500, and just 2 hours ago I posted a video talking about how the markets are going to nuke, where we also did Bitcoin TA in that video. So this is just one more metric that I wanted to upload at the end of today just to give you a bit of extra content. But yeah, this historical bear market signal is once again flashing, and this is not good news for the Bitcoin bulls. But for today, that's all I've got. As always, my friends, if you do enjoy my content, let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment, share the videos with your friends, and also make sure to come and follow me over on Twitter at 618_cowboy. Come join the Discord. If you head over to my YouTube, click on the About section, you can see the links for my Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and my merch store are all down below. But for today, that's all I've got. It's been your boy Cowboy Trades. I'm out. Peace.